Hi, everybody. I think I'm only, like 2 minutes late, 3 minutes late. Good news is that I got some ice. Shout out to the fact that I have ice because I was a little concerned and worried that I wouldn't have ice, and I have ice today. I got Shout out to everybody coming through. Let me mute myself because I hear myself everywhere else. Who do I have in the house? Y'all, let me just say this. I am feeling a little extra spicy today. I don't know why. Maybe it was just a crazy ass morning. I'm not really sure, but we gonna get through today. That's for sure. We definitely gonna do it. Shout out to everybody. Yes, yes, yes. Everybody. Katie, how are you? Rebecca, how are you? Dizzy, how are you? Me and three and me. I was gonna say me and you because we have a me and you. Three and me. Shout out to you. Kissamooch, how are you? Rhiannon, Dizzy, how are you? Been dreaming about Rabbit in her voice box. Tinkletons. I disconnected it. I probably need to connect it. Maybe that might actually get my mood a little bit different if I do the voice, the whole live with the voice. I'm just gonna say that. Rebecca rubs hands like Birdman sees title. What about the title? What do y'all think? Franny Long, how are you? Rosa from Jersey, yes. Just a tea, please. How are you, my love? Shout out to you, Deborah. Welcome. Hey, Daisy girl, my love. How are you? Shout out to you. The lunar eclipse is Friday. That's interesting. I don't know. Are we still on Gatorade? What Gatorade day is it? Retrograde Mercury? Is it Saturn retrograde? I mean, does it switch up by the planets? How does that work? Let me know. Some of y'all are experts at this. I'm not. Sylvia's in the house. Rihanna, Evening Star, Dee, David Bruce, Saidala looks bright today. It is nice outside. Let me say that. It's nice. It's nice. David Bruce is in the house. Yes, yes, yes. Hungry Helmet is here. Jen, how are you? Yo, Didi, was it Didi who posted that on our Discord? I gotta say that I love this. Didi, did you post something about how Ben Affleck only knows two Jennifers? Does Ben Affleck only know two women? And they're both named Jennifer? Like he only goes after Jennifers? I thought that was hilarious. I'm sorry. That was hilarious. No, I'm good, Sylvia. I'm good. I'm all right. I was feeling a little weird this morning, but I'm okay. I'm okay. And then like I didn't have a sitter for Baby Bunny, but Baby Bunny's fine. She's with the sitter now. So shout out to Baby Bunny. That's why she's not all over here. And it made me cut that live short, which really sucked, and I couldn't get my thoughts through, but that's okay. That's okay. Stuff happens. Mel, Patricia, how are you? Shout out to you. Who else? GG Zum. GG Zum. GG Zum. Shout out to you. I like saying your name. I'm just gonna say that. Last Roding is in the house. Thank you for being here. Susie, Blood Moon is coming Thursday. Mercury, LOL. Yeah, so the blood moon, the full all right, y'all. You guys are going, what's that one movie with the werewolves and the vampires and the what is it called? Where damn, it wasn't that long. There was like a whole trilogy off of it. Oh, that's gonna bug me. Underworld? No, it's not Underworld. It's a different movie. Anyways, let me stop. Twilight. Thank you. Y'all are going all Twilight in my chat. Let me say Mars and you. Okay, so now we got two. Listen, so the planets just gotta go on retrograde. Like, can I just go on retrograde as well? I can say, fuck it, I'm on retrograde today. Okay, y'all are on Are we all gonna go on retrograde? I feel like we get hit with this like every once in a while. Maybe it's my attitude. Chrissy B, how are you? Always silently lurking, doing great work. Thank you for, oh my God, 19 months, Chrissy B. Thank you. I appreciate it. It said, you need to change your title. Jane-Doe didn't lie. She gave misleading info. Ooh. Did I put a question mark on it, though? My bad. I totally, oh, she lied, ... I did. And then I put a question mark there. Oh, man. Let me figure that out. Anyways, so thank you. Make it make sense. Shout out to you. I really want to understand a little bit more about what is going on with this whole situation because I feel like we're all kind of like being taken to different areas when it comes to this information and whatnot. Like, I have a lot of questions. Maybe we'll start there. Here, let me fix that because I don't like that at all. Stay off Uranus. Keep moving. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. It's been an interesting day for me. Rabbit, I'm playing. I mean, I don't know. Mims, is she? Trust and believe misleading info will be the phrase on everybody's lips all year. Thank you, Mims. I knew you were kidding. But I'm even then, like, I'm just like, can I just say how like frustrating it is? And I don't know why I'm getting frustrated with this whole situation, because it's like, you would expect this to play out a little bit different, and it hasn't, honestly. It feels like, I don't know, like a lot of these attorneys are so misleading. Who do you trust? Like, who do you trust? That's, I don't know. You think she needs some assistance with the lawyer? We'll start with Jane-Doe. Let's talk about it. Okay. Round around like a record high, rabbit. Shout out to you, Allá Vamos. So NBC, it's ABC, not NBC. ABC News drops this like bombshell article this morning, right? That basically says that there is this audio that says that she is essentially, apparently it proves that she's lying. Somehow this audio proves that, okay? Now we're talking about the 20, what is it? The 2000 VMA Awards 13-year-old Jane-Doe, who happened to sneak out of her house, was given a ride by one of the friends or something like that happened. And she was dropped off in front of the VMAs, okay? Mind you, she lives like 5 hours away from this her house, 5 hours away. She was driven, right? She wants to sneak into this party. That's what she wants to do. And what happens? Well, she can't sneak in. She can't sneak in into the VMAs. So there's like a Diddy security guy who basically says, Diddy likes them young. You can come in later, and then you can come with me or something like that. She comes at a later time, gets in this like, I don't know, limo or whatever, driven to this house with a U-shaped driveway, and is given something to drink. She sees a couple of celebrities, some of which do not support the story, her events at least. She's given this drink. She's then violated by Diddy, violated by Jay-Z, and violated by a celebrity B while celebrity A watches. One of the two. Okay. And let me just say that so she takes this, she's violated, she runs off to the gas station, she escapes, right? Runs off to the gas station and makes a call. Distressed, drugged, all of the above, right? Makes a call to have her father pick her up. Her father doesn't remember this event. That's what happened, okay? So then we get this information that there's this audio, which I kind of felt like would happen if, thank you, Allá Vamos. Shout out to you, Allá Vamos. Thank you for gifting love. If you've been blessed, please put some hearts in the chat. Thank you, thank you. And honestly, Mims, if you're still here, like, I don't even know if it's really like, if it's misleading for sure, but there's people that fall in different spectrums at this point. Like, there's people that feel like she lied. There's people that feel like she didn't lie. There's people that feel like somebody set her up. There's people that feel like she's also being paid to be like an agent of chaos. I don't know where I fall because I don't have enough information. I feel like this whole situation has been muddied so much. Where do you fall? What do you do? Where do you fall with this? She has a history of, it sounds like, putting false allegations based on what the, I don't know, investigators, Alex Spiro investigators found out. She's supposed to be a Jane-Doe, but she's not a Jane-Doe to these investigators who went to her house and interviewed her. She also alleged that, she was kind of like, she felt like she was pressured to give a statement to these people. And she withdrew the lawsuit because she was under pressure. I don't know. And that's the thing, is like, that was the question that I asked last time. I said, when we're talking about these declarations that these professionals wrote, right? Because they wrote a declaration and they said that she lied. And I thought in my mind, I was like, nobody travels unless they're recording. Like, why would you travel to like a whole different state, wherever. Is it Alabama, or I don't know why I'm thinking Alabama, Oklahoma, and Arkansas, the 3 different states that are coming to my mind. Okay, nobody travels down there for the hell of it just to write a declaration unless you're recording. So I knew that there was going to be a recording. You know what I mean? Neuropsych says the audio needs to be released full unedited. How can we trust that though? Get an engineer to do it. You said, I don't think this lady is of sound mind, and I don't believe her attorney should have filed the suits at all unless every claim was vetted. And so what Buzbee said was that he received this lawsuit from the Ava group, right? I agree 1000%. But if you're going to get a lawsuit from another like law firm, you would think they would vet it. But at this point, you're fighting like a huge machine. I'm not going to wait. Like, as much as I could trust an attorney or somebody that's my friend that's working at a firm, whatever it may be, oh, I'm doing the work on my own. I'm going to go out there and revet things before I publicly go out there and put this out on Front Street. And he should have known, like Buzbee should have known who the hell he was up against. You know, I honestly think they intimidated her, Jay-Z. I thought she had some mental health issues. And in my opinion, they're trying to take advantage of that to discredit her. Rosa from Jersey, she might very well have mental health issues. Like, here's the deal is she could very well have a history. But at the same time, I just, using her own words, okay? We have to understand, like, I don't know, like, they're up against a huge thing. Now she's getting sued. Now Buzbee getting sued. And now what? What do we make of this? Where do you go from here? How could her father not remember something like that? Her father doesn't remember. Listen, I got kids, okay? The oldest one, you know, he decided to do a lot of shit last year as a teenager because, you know, that's what teenagers do. They're like, you know, thinking they're in 21, 22, and then he settled his ass down. Okay. I'm glad that he's doing much better now. But I will say that I remember everything. Like I am engaged and making sure that my kid is doing well. And, he's doing a lot better. But kids go through this phase where they run away from home or they get into some crazy shit. But it's not just the kid. Like, how involved is the parent, right? How involved are you, mother and father, guardian, into their lives that you wouldn't know what to ask or you wouldn't remember such an event? Could he have his own mental health issues? Potentially. But I don't know. Like, what happened? That's the question. Or, like some of you guys said, maybe he got paid off. I don't know. Diddy's favorite planet, Mars, Earth? Nope. Oh, never mind. How do they think this wouldn't come out eventually? Well, there you go. They're not playing with people that it's like, oh, these are just lawyers. They know what they're doing. They're trying. Jay-Z is going to clear his name, and I think he's trying to make a stand here. If there's close to 200 lawsuits, why is this one out in the public? I think a lot of them are out in the public. They're just like, we just don't know her name publicly. But I'm sure Jay-Z knows her name. I'm sure Spiro knows her name. I'm sure a lot of people knew her name. I assumed that because she's a Jane-Doe, that there would be some level of protection for anybody to come and see her at her house. And here's the question that I have. Some of you guys are going to come for me in the comments, but here's the question that I have, all right? Why, if she had already dismissed the lawsuit and the lawyer did, why go as far as going to her house to get a declaration and a written statement and a recording? Why do all that? I mean, is that for his lawsuit? And was there a consenting of a recording? I don't know. I guess I'm confused by this. Sadly, what is this going to do with the Jane-Doe? What is this going to leave her with? Shake my head. She's obviously has some problems. Yes, she does. Follow the money, man. Follow the money. There's a lot of money. Who can you trust? Mim says, bottom line, Buzbee took a risk and bet on Jay-Z paying the settlements. Only one of the alleged 3 lawsuits involving minors was filed. This particular case was a money grab. That's it. Some of you guys, do you guys feel like this was a complete money grab? Let me do a little poll, all right? Shout out to the poll trolls. Was this a money grab? for Jane-Doe. Shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for being in the chat. Hit the like button, please, and thank you. Seems like Buzbee put too much effort at playing into the media that actually doing this job properly, potentially, and it ruins it for other people. I mean, if the price is right, people develop a money-motivated, willful amnesia. Her dad isn't beneath taking the cash. In my opinion, he'd remember all that. Without his accounting, they will call her a liar. And I think about, what if there was a witness? What if the 22-year-old guy, first of all, your 13-year-old daughter's with a 22-year-old guy. Red flag, right? Driving 5 hours away from your property. Yeah, no, just crazy. Hi, Marina. Sadly, you can be involved and kids can still, yes, and this is very true. Kids can still pull some shit as much as it involved as you can be. Very true. Dad could honestly be just a total shit parent. There's so many unknowns with this one. I think the father did not want to go against his daughter, understandably, and it was his way, not validating her claims without stating it untruthful. At this point, I just don't know if anything is if she has anything to stand on. I don't feel like, I'm gonna tell you my opinion, okay? Personally, I feel like she might have been violated, but she probably wasn't. She wasn't violated by Jay-Z. I'm sorry. It doesn't work. And I thought it was crazy when we had some of the blogs, the channels on YouTube. There were some folks that were like trying to tell people, well, maybe she got the year wrong, and that could have been the case. But it's not up to us to figure that out. Like, I am not going to figure out, she said 2000, maybe she meant the 2001 VMAs or the 2002 where the Jumbotron. No, this is her statement. We can't put the puzzles for her. She's got to figure this out, guys, because ultimately, like, victims of crimes have to do that every day. They go to court, they testify, they get thrown and verbally, right, and really verbally beaten in front of sometimes jury, lawyers, judges, and all these people. Okay, and they have to retell this story in the case, the events, and then they have to get treatment or therapy. Like, that happens, right? So in my opinion, I'm not going to put the pieces on for her. The Jane-Doe did this. No. It's her statement. Take it for what it's worth. If it doesn't make sense, then it doesn't make sense. That's it. There's nothing else to it. Your child costs 5 hours away. Circumstances like that at 13, I'd be scared to death. I wouldn't forget. Hell, I still remember when I did some stupid shit when I was 15 because I got in trouble and I got my ass beat. Yes, I did. But I remember it, and I'm 40. So you don't forget events like that. I think the right to confront their accuser, says Neuropsych. Right, there you go. You have to disclose the name to the defendant so they can defend themselves. Jay-Z was always going to have access to her name, even though they said, was it that they needed just access for her name? We did. So here's my question: is it going to become public? Because I'm pretty sure it's going to get released here pretty soon. Her ability to stay as a Jane-Doe is probably not going to last very long. Everyone who still believes Jane-Doe should be happy that Jay-Z is now suing her for defamation, a second chance to prove her allegations are Jay-Z vindicated. There you go. Yeah. See, even Tinkotit says, I'm thinking mental illness plus a grip. That happens. I mean, people are getting caught up, guys, and going to platforms. Think of all the platforms that a lot of folks, and I'll put myself in this bucket too, because I think I was one of them, right? You want to give the victim the benefit of the doubt. That's what we're about. We know that the industry is dirty. Could these people have skeletons in their closet? Yeah. But it doesn't mean Jay-Z did this specific situation. He could very well be innocent of this. And we have to understand that and be okay with that, right? You're always going to have the jag liars, the Limeshas, the what's the other one? Ali Carters. What's the other ones? Insert name of all the other ones that have ever come forward and said some crazy shit that you're like, this isn't making sense. But you want to give people the benefit of the doubt, and then if there's doubt, it's okay, and people are allowed to defend themselves. If I was Jay-Z, I'd be defending myself too. So yeah, I don't blame Jay-Z whatsoever. I said no because I think it was a money grab for her, but just another case for him. He had someone else who was supposed to be vetting clients, and a ball dropped. No, a couple of balls were dropped, right? I was just going to say that two things can be true at the same time, but not the complete truth. Right, Kim? So I was saying is that she could have very well been violated, but it probably wasn't by Jay-Z. Maybe it was a different year. Um, you know, I would remember it to this day if my daughter was at a party 5 hours ago, even if I didn't have to go get her. Thank you so much, Didi. Thank you. And thank you for gifting 5 memberships, Didi. And Aya Vamos, y'all are amazing. Thank you guys for supporting my channel. I appreciate it. Put some hearts in the chat if you've been blessed. Thank you guys. You said that that's true. You cannot remain Jane-Doe through the entire process. Right. The judge didn't sound like she was going to be like, yeah, sure, let's make sure you stay as a Jane-Doe. Yeah. This is a high-profile case. It's difficult for victims to relive it after all this time. Plus the drugging, it's tough. Hey, Slide, how are you? Good to see you. Let's see what else you guys say. I don't want to think about the balls dropping. Not the balls. The balls have not dropped. I can't make the voice today because, well, maybe I can. Hold up. Let me see. Brief intermission, because some of y'all were saying, where's the voice? Well, oh no, I can't. Not today, y'all. Not today. I don't have the other cord that I need. I'm using it to charge something else. Sorry, y'all. I dropped the balls. Sorry about that. I try to give her benefit of the doubt until the whole gas station part. Yeah, no. Well, and this is what I was thinking. Hi, Yadira. This is what I was thinking, guys. You did? Okay. I don't know. I didn't see it. This is my thought process. Not the voice. Not the Come on, y'all didn't take your edibles tonight? Okay. I just think she could have she probably she made a mistake, she misidentified, or maybe she plotted this. Maybe Buzbee did do this on purpose. That could very well be the case. Maybe her and Buzbee plotted something. But these, like, what I as much as there are some evil ass people out there, because they are, I would hate to think that somebody who's a lawyer would do all that. But we have a lot of grimy lawyers. I don't know. I can't say nothing. I just can't. What if the other false claims triggered something, not an actual excuse at all? Who knows? Maybe. I don't know what to say about that, guys. It's a lot, but it's okay to ask questions about things. No different voices tonight. I guess I have to stop listening. Sorry, y'all. Maybe there was a dude who looked like Jay-Z and he uses his doppelgangerness to pick up chicks. Maybe she misidentified, but at the end of the day, if that's the case, then to put it on Jay-Z, to go on, because I think she went to Facebook or something like that. That's where she got the 800 number and they vetted her. She's saying so. I could totally believe that she's saying something here and then saying something different over there. That could very well be the case. So there's a lot. Yeah, trauma and drugging questions. It's a lot. Morris, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships. Put some hearts in the chat, y'all, if you've been blessed by Morris and all the gifters tonight. Appreciate it. That's what I have to say about that, y'all. I must have been absent about the voice happening. I had no idea what y'all talking about. I'm sorry, you missed it. Yeah, I can't do the voice. Not tonight. I don't have a cord. And if I have a cord, I have to disconnect my camera. No, I'm not doing it. I can't do it. Wait, hold on. I might have a cord here. Nope. You guys, I need to get a bigger desk. I need a bigger desk now. I'm going to have to do that. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't have a cord, y'all. I can't do the voice tonight. Sorry, y'all. Anyways, that's what happens when I have to unplug. So welcome, everybody, for those that are coming through. Hey, Cheeks, I see you. And Claire, thank you, guys. Let's go. Bruce, who's Bruce? Oh, yeah, y'all call the voice Bruce. You guys named it Bruce. This the other personality. Shout out to us. But anyways, guys, that is the thing. I mean, tell me what you guys think in the comments about this whole Jay-Z situation since we started there. Shout out to y'all. And shout out to Mims who stopped by. Thank you, Mims, for stopping by. Shout out to you. Let's get going because we have other topics to cover. Okay. I want to talk about Liam Payne. Oh, man. And I have found myself, honestly, getting really upset every time I have to like do any kind of pre-recorded video on Liam Payne or anything like that, because I am not like, let me tell you what's going on. So Rogelio Norris is doing like this, or Rogelio and Kay Cassidy, they're doing this social media tour where they are trying to clear their names, right? Trying to, clear their names. That's what they're doing. I am a little like I'm pissed. That's what I am. And when I'm feeling that way, I can't even tell you how much I just can't stay focused when I'm upset. So they're kind of going out there throwing different kinds of things and stuff like that as it pertains to Liam Payne. And I don't know, like it really bothers me. So I know he's out there. Rogelio Norris is out there, not together, Susan. They're separately. Please know. Kate Cassidy's talking about mental health and kind of inserting her experience with Liam Payne, right? Which is fine. That's her experience. And then Rogelio Norris is like shifting the blame and all the charges have been dropped. Which is fine. Okay. But I wonder if the reason why Liam Payne's family accepted the outcome of the investigation is maybe they felt pressured. Maybe there was this pressure from Rogelio Norris and company to kind of be okay with the outcome of what happened in Argentina to Liam Payne. Just something that I have. It's like weighing heavy on me because, the fight was pretty tough, justice for Liam Payne. And then they kind of just said, you know what, we've accepted and we're moving on. And that's that. I can only assume that maybe they felt the pressure by people in that circle, which I think it's real, And then this lawsuit that Rogelio Norris then put on Liam Payne's dad, I think it's real. So I do feel some type of way about it, and it's been bothering me. Try tonight. Don't restart right now. Sorry. That's how I feel. Where do you guys land with that? Let me know. Now, the chat stopped working. Are y'all still there? The chat is literally done. Let me see. Are you guys there? Uh-oh. I don't know what's going on. I'm here. Yep. Okay. I was like, what's going on? I'm still here. The chat froze for a minute. Okay. Yeah, the chat froze for a minute. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. Now I see. It just stopped working for a minute. That's what I see. Okay, we're here. All right. Thank you. I appreciate it. See, I love it. You guys are responding. Thank you. It just stopped working for a minute. It froze. So that's kind of how I feel. I don't know. I have this thing with Liam Payne that I'm like, why am I struggling making this video? And I'm typically very good at making a video real quick and doing it. I mean, I've been able, but for whatever reason, I find myself getting very mad. And I think part of it is I just feel like maybe I'm still kind of like trying to process the outcome a little bit different, You said I'm sick to my stomach about Liam Payne, poor family. I think that they maybe were pressured into accepting whatever outcome was going on. You know what I mean? And so that's why I just kind of sit there and I'm like, well, there you go. Okay. I'm Liam. I agree with Liam. Issue is bitterness. I'm upset. I still am. And I feel it in my stomach. I hate to put it that way, but I'm telling you, when I'm upset, I tend to feel like a bit of like pain in my stomach when it feels like something's wrong. So yeah, like I get really worked up about it. And typically cases like this don't really get to me like that, but I think this one really did. It does feel like a bit of an injustice. And I see Rogelio Norris and I feel like I just want to throw up every time I see his face. So I have a physical reaction to some of the stuff that's happening. So I was like, well, let me just talk to my people today. And let you guys know. Observe, do not absorb. It's hard. I wish I could tell you that's easy, but it's hard. And I think maybe it's my gut. That's what it is. It just feels off, Kim, honestly. It's been off. And so, yes, like I said, a family has accepted the outcome, and Rogelio Norris, who's the friend, is like doing all these tours and everything. But I'm going to tell you guys that it's been very hard, and I get sent links to react to different things. I just get so mad, and I'm like, I can't record because I'm going to be too mad, and I'm going to say too much that I'm not really willing to say right away, you know? So it's, yeah, that's it. Poor Liam, he keeps coming back into my mind. Such a sad, sad loss. Yeah. So that's what I have to say. You know, I heard Rosa from Jersey Rabbit. I'm in Argentina, and the governor of Buenos Aires is super corrupt, bad. So I'm not surprised that they paid off people. Yeah. Does he? It's a lot. Nothing sits right. Absolutely. Yeah, there's like this thing going on with the chat where it's like freezing and then everything's all the chat's coming up. So I don't know what's going on. I suggest a stress ball to help with the anger. I might tear that stress ball up. That's what I feel. Um, yeah. I think something came up closer to the trial with Jeff. I have a feeling there's something there, guys. Something's off. Every time Rabbit says Argentina, I hear our cantina, like it's a place like we all hang out. Oh, Rip Liam. Yeah. I get sad when I see no updates from Liam. I know. And I think, you know, it would be very easy to just make up updates. That's not what I want to do. I want to give you guys the truth of the matter. But I'm gonna be very honest. I'm upset. Like, and I feel it. I feel when I'm upset. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna say about that. Yeah, all the way from the whole emergency services call, nothing feels right about that at all. At all. You're coming in for us, fine. Maybe I think it's StreamYard. Whenever you work on the Payne case, set the intentions beforehand that you're going to set the intentions and it's not going to affect you physically. Right, Kim? Definitely. So there's going to be more Liam Payne videos, but I have to figure out how to deal with that. I'm not ready yet. Maybe that's what it is. Like my head's like this. I was too invested in wanting a justice outcome that did not happen. I think that's what it is. So yeah, that's what I have to say about Liam Payne. But I want us to move on. Let's talk about Wendy Williams. Oh man, guys. Wendy Williams, so shout out to BJ Investigates. I was watching BJ and let's talk about Wendy because I think that this is gonna probably all eyes are on Wendy right now. All eyes are on the courts right now. So the guardianship judge pissed off. She's talking to the media. I don't know what she expected. Like the judge, Lisa Sokoloff. And I told you guys, we've already done a deep dive on Lisa Sokoloff, who is by far the sketchiest person in my opinion. I guess Wendy talked to Harvey Levin today and kind of gave an update and everything. TMZ received like letters as well as the Breakfast Club from the lawyer. They're going to put her in a more restricted environment, which I kind of saw this happening. Where does everybody stand with this? I mean, we're seeing this. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I think we know this. And so then they're over here saying, we just want to make sure that there's no misinformation about this. I guess they're writing emails and stuff like that. Well, the court has no jurisdiction over TMZ. You know what I mean? TMZ can report whatever, or anybody for that matter. I mean, they can report whatever the hell they want to as it pertains to a guardianship that is like completely sealed. Okay. And now hold up. Oh, snap. We have another, is this an hour ago? Wendy Williams, dinner and a police report. Facility claims niece broke the law. So much for Wendy being able to come and go as she pleases and spend time with the family because the facility where she's being housed has filed a police report claiming that her niece broke the law by taking her to dinner. So now the facility is filing police reports on her niece? Huh? Wow. Freedom of the press. Thank you so much for the 199 super sticker love. Thank you, Claire. I appreciate it. Thank you for your support. I appreciate y'all are amazing. Thank you guys for your support. So I don't know. I guess I'm confused. This makes no sense. So the center called the niece. I filed a police report against the niece. Her niece. Is that correct? This literally dropped like less than an hour ago. Alex Finest, if y'all want to look it up, nothing bad about her out there. Shout out to the niece. The niece has been advocating. Her name is Alex. Is it Fine? I think that's how you say her last name. I think Wendy's not mentally right. Dementia type issue. She's imagining wrong where there's not, says Andrew. I don't know, Andrew. I just feel like, is she incapacitated? That's the question that I have. Yeah, no, keep that in mind. No more freedom of the press in the U.S. I'd wager that the judge and the facility and the guardian are all in cahoots. Lord have mercy. You said, I just hope they don't push her in a place like with no windows and stuff. Well, she already doesn't have a phone, right? Like she can't, what's the word? She has a landline. For those that, if y'all may not know what that is, I do. Some of us still do what a we know what a landline is, but some folks may not know. You think it's damage control? Well, tell me, say a little bit more. Say more. Why would the facility file a police report on the niece? I guess I'm confused by this. But it says, so much for Wendy Williams being able to come and go as she pleases and spend time with her family because the facility where she's being housed has filed a police report claiming that her niece broke the law by taking her to dinner. Okay. And sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ Wendy's niece, Alex Fine, accompanied Wendy on Wednesday from the hospital where Wendy Williams had been staying for a psychological evaluation, which it's not a psych eval. TMZ, if you're going to report on this, call the evaluation what it is. A psych eval is not what Wendy Williams got at the facility. Okay? So where Wendy Williams was staying for a psych eval, back to where Wendy Williams was living for the past 8 months. After spending time with Wendy, Alex took her famous aunt to an Italian restaurant for dinner. According to the sources connected to Wendy and her guardian, the center called NYPD and filed a police report claiming Alex evaded staff by taking Wendy off the building. Here's the deal. First of all, Wendy cannot leave the 5th floor memory unit without an attendant pushing the elevator button. Secondly, we're told an attendant actually accompanied Wendy and Alex down to the lobby and opened the door for their Uber to get in. It's a shocking turn of events given that a letter TMZ received last night from a lawyer representing Wendy's guardian. The letter said Wendy was free to come and go from the facility. Now, let's see if we could find, what did the letter say? TMZ has received a letter from a lawyer repping the guardian, Sabrina Morsi, and the attorney claims some of the media coverage of the guardianship and their client is untrue, inaccurate, incomplete, or misleading. The Duck. Oh my God! Thank you so much. I appreciate it, the Duck. Thank you for this super chat. Thank you, my love. Just to cheer you up. Thank you. I was feeling a little spicy. I'm just saying, felt like a crazy day today. But I appreciate you, the Duck. Thank you. Okay, hold up. So TMZ received a letter from a lawyer and saying that the attorney's claims that a lawyer representing Wendy Williams' guardian, Sabrina Morsi. So there's a lawyer for the lawyer. Sabrina Morsi and the attorney claim that some of the media coverage of the guardianship and client is untrue, inaccurate, incomplete, or misleading. The judge notes Morsi did not create the guardianship. The judge did. Okay. He goes on to say that the judge declared Wendy legally incapacitated last August after she was diagnosed with frontal temporal dementia. I think that's how you say that. The year before. The lawyer says Wendy has not been kept from her family. saying that she can call them and see them whenever she wants. Wendy says that she has not been allowed visitors, with just a few exceptions, since entering the assisted living facility in New York. The Guardian notes Wendy traveled twice in Florida to visit the family. Well, didn't she need permission to go to her dad's birthday? Like, that's the thing. She needed permission for that. So I'm not really understanding. Like, she needed her guardian's permission for that. So help me understand how that works. Ronnie, thank you, my love, for the 2. You're amazing. Thank you, love me. Put a heart on your comment. Thank you. Love you, Rabbit. Thank you, Ronnie. Appreciate it. Yeah, how did the note drop from the 5th floor and someone saw it? Wasn't there a window or something? She's calling it out access. Maybe she called the non-emergency hotline. No, so what happened was that there was a reporter outside and she was on the phone. So she planned this whole thing, right? This is Wendy, right? She's on the phone with her niece and she dropped a note and there was like a paparazzi and the paparazzi picked it up. And that's what happened. So, how did the note drop from the 5th floor? She's perfectly able to own her home and caregiver her family. I feel like I'm sorry, but I feel like they got this wrong, guys. I really do. I feel like this woman is not incapacitated. Randall from Iowa, those places are for people who can no longer relate to the reality. She's far from that every time. But we're not with Wendy 24/7. I just don't think she needs that level of care. Does that make sense? Like, personally, I don't. Not to deem her that way. Why would they have a window that's open to a dementia floor unit? I mean, is she able to, clearly she's able to open it if she threw a note down there, right? You know? You said, look at Andrew says, if she's in a facility for FLD, then she's not able to leave the facility. Residents in those memory impaired units cannot leave. Gotcha. So then it says right here, the Guardian notes Wendy traveled twice to Florida to visit family, where we're told Wendy claims the judge actually turned down the last visit for her dad's birthday and reversed that decision after TMC's documentary Saving Wendy dropped on Tubi. Okay. The lawyer says Wendy's receiving excellent medical care where there's a spa, a workout room, excellent food, a dining room outside Terrence. Wendy says she is often denied many access to these perks because she can only leave the 5th floor memory unit with permission. Lawyers say Wendy's attorney tried to terminate the guardianship last year, but the judge denied it. Morrissey's lawyer says she's free to try, and Wendy is doing just that. The judge denied that. It's interesting. The letter acknowledges the FTD is a degenerative condition that causes a progressive decline in cognition and behavior. There is no mention of various conversations Wendy has had on camera and on the phone in which she sounds like she's her old self, something that belies in a degenerative condition. Okay, so here's my question. Because if you hear Wendy, she's literally reciting everything. Everything. Yeah, it sounds unsafe to put her in the high and the windows are there. I don't know. Since it's so great, Sabrina, let's put you in there in the same unit. Don't put Sabrina Morrissey in there. I mean, I don't know, guys. I don't think, in my opinion, I could be wrong. I don't know. I just hope they need to revisit this. That's it. I just feel like she's not showing. She's doing these interviews. She's saying different things. Maybe she had a alcohol problem. Maybe that's what we saw from her. We just don't know. And I don't know. I think for me, I go back to the statement that I made yesterday. Go ahead and find out who made those reports, who gave her this condition, how she got diagnosed, and then that's when the investigation can happen, Rabbit, her family wants to be her guardian, but I thought her family wasn't to be trusted too, because I thought that was the issue initially, right? Why can't Wendy speed, you said, her money to hire a home health care staff? She doesn't have access to her money. She doesn't have access to anything. Hell, when she was doing interviews, she had said she had like $15 to her name. She's got no money. She's on an allowance. People have to buy things for her all the time. She said the judge probably denied the claim because the case stays open. He makes money off of her. Yeah, he makes money off of her. Now let me say this, okay? I will say that there have been multiple cases that Sabrina Morrissey has held where it's been a court has deemed the person incapacitated, and then it was found out later that that wasn't the case. I feel like these cases need to be evaluated. Every case is different, but that's just my thought. It's really too bad that she's not getting the help she truly needs and deserves. Hoping some good comes out of this mess. There you go. I'm late. No worries, Jenny. Shout out to you. Andrew says my dad had FLD and FTD. He eventually had to move into a Mary unit. At first, he wanted to leave. He did not believe he was unable to care for himself. Wow. I'm sorry, Andrew, your dad went through that as well. When Brittany was put in a conservatorship, her family had a doctor forge legal papers that said that she had dementia. Between that and all the other, illnesses and whatnot, Rabbit, her brother wants to be part of her guardianship or whatever, and needs to get her home. Infamous. I know her brother has said this, but he's been around when this is happening. I'm just wondering why he didn't step up sooner. Like what happened there? I don't know, and I don't know the relationship between her and her brother. I know he has a channel, and I know he talks a lot, but we don't really know what that looks like. Before Wendy was locked up, not locked up, called her locked up, but honestly, that's what it feels like. It feels like she's locked up. There are people, like, I'm just like, all these people that are in her corner, where do you go from here? Could she have been misdiagnosed? I'm thinking Wendy might have been misdiagnosed, guys. I don't know. That's what I think happened. Falsely imprisoned. There you go. I don't know. I said locked up like she's locked, but that's what it feels like. That's what I feel like we're seeing, somebody who's locked up who shouldn't be locked up. Is it just me who feels that way? But I don't know. I just hopefully we get more information now, and we go from there, and this just doesn't get worse, because I'm concerned that it's going to get worse for her because she's speaking up. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. No access to her money. Yeah, well, that's all right. Like, no access to her money. You don't see Bruce Willis going through the same thing. That's what I'm saying. And he's got, dementia too, and Alzheimer's. Excuse me, Alzheimer's. I'm pretty sure that was the diagnosis. And he's got his family around him. He's surrounded by familiar things. Notice that? I think it's a little bit different. Let's see. The judge has been investigating conservatorship dealings. The FTD can also be diagnosed indefinitely by an autopsy. Also, you can rule out everything else. Can you imagine having to ask to buy yourself underwear, coffee, or a birthday card for a loved one? Right. Nursing homes are all horrible. Yeah. If you ever to have the opportunity, just go volunteer at a nursing home. I used to do that a lot when I was in my teens. Andrew, that is an understatement. Britney Spears' family is not normal. No, they're not. Yes, okay. He's got the frontal lobe dementia. Gotcha. Not Alzheimer's. Dementia. He has the disease. He has the disease that caused him not to recognize faces, Willis, but I cannot remember the name of it. I think it's this one right here, Ronan. Honey, Demi said, ex-hubby or not, I'm gonna oversee things. Y'all are too much. There was something that I was supposed to say, and you guys got me lost. Hold up. The comments are always great. I'm sorry. He surrounds himself by the people that love him, and she is surrounded by snakes, says Saidala. Probably. Maybe that's what it is. Everybody sees Wendy as a target. It's worked in her favor for people to see this other side. I'm just going to say that. I'm going to say that. We have to move on. Okay, hold up. Something's coming to me right now. I'm trying to think. I feel like I'm missing something here. What am I missing? There's something that we're missing. Okay. It'll come to me later. All right. So this is what's going on with Wendy now. I want us to move on because we have this other situation here. Is it Joshua Riibe, Iowa student, has been named as the person of interest in the disappearance of Sudiksha and the Pitt pre-med student who went missing in the Dominican Republic as search efforts expand. So is this the guy that was in the surveillance footage that was walking with her? We move on. We're moving on to Sudiksha Konanki. Okay. Sudiksha is the student from Pittsburgh who went on spring break, young girl. She went to the spring break trip with like other people. She was last seen, I guess, walking alongside the beach, and there's been a lot of conflicting stories about this. So this guy who I thought would be like a local. I guess he's not a local. Like, he's a student. His name is it Josh Riibe or Riibe? Hold on. I want to make sure I'm pulling out the name correctly. His name is, because there's eerie pictures of him walking alongside minutes before. Left for Dead. Eerie pics show Joshua Riibe. It's Riibe. Is that how you would pronounce that? Let me know. Um, walking alone minutes after the student Sudiksha Konanki vanished as he's named person of interest. He is a person of interest. So that's him right there. That's her and that's him. Let me make myself smaller so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Look. They're tearing his ass up in the news at this point to where the family has spoken out. Really? Look. So that's him right there and that's her. So he went on the spree. Riibe, thank you. Riibe, correct? Ronan, did I say it correctly? So the friend is like, he's walking with the friends, right? Is he part of the spring break group too? I think it's Riibe. I'd say Riibe. Yeah. There it is. Here's a bigger picture. So the man who was last seen with missing college student Sudiksha Konanki has been named as a person of interest in her disappearance. The search for the 20-year-old University of Pittsburgh student has entered its sixth day as a federal investigators, the FBI, have joined the search in Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic. Okay, so Joshua Stephen Riibe and Sudiksha Konanki were pictured together walking towards the beach with a group of people in the Dominican Republic on the morning of March 6th. So this is her there in the picture. And then he shirtless is seen heading back to his resort moments after Konanki was last seen. So the sun had already been up. This is him. So the sheriff's department in Konanki's hometown has named Riibe as a person of interest in the case. Konanki was last seen in the morning of March 6th. Now, hold up. I have questions. Several of the groups eventually left the beach and headed back to their hotel, leaving Riibe and Konanki alone on the beach. Riibe, who is not in police custody or accused of any crime, told the investigators that he and Konanki went for a swim, but were caught in a large wave. So he's from Iowa? The Iowa native claimed he was able to swim back to shore, but he got sick after swallowing seawater, according to the Daily Mail. Okay, but he doesn't call emergency services. He doesn't call, thank you. He doesn't call anybody. I'm so confused by this, guys. Oh my God. And why does he have a what? Oh, okay. Yeah, he very much gives like hometown. Look at all these ads. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold up. I promise I'm not looking for any furniture. I don't know why it's like it's showing me all the couches and all everything. Okay. Here we go. So university senior who questioned over the disappearance of spring breaker Sudiksha Konanki wouldn't hurt a fly. His distraught aunt told the Daily Mail. Josh Riibe, 24, was the last person seen Sudiksha. Okay, I guess I'm confused. If he's swimming with her, okay, he literally woke up and went back to his, I don't know, place. He didn't like say, let me call like 911. I'm so confused. Or let me call for help. I don't know. Like, I can believe this part, but literally she went missing around 4:50 a.m. and didn't get reported missing at like 4 p.m. 12 hours later. I am so confused by this whole situation. If he was throwing up and passed out on the beach and then went back to his room moments after being with her, that doesn't make sense. No, it doesn't. Death God says, why with friends like this, who needs enemy? This is why I don't drink. You ain't never lie. A normal person would report him missing. But see, I cannot. So he's walking alongside with her and doesn't think to like call somebody. He drinks a bunch of seawater, passes out, and doesn't run back and say, let me go call somebody. I do not believe the swimming story. She probably rejected him and he killed her. He had blood on his shirt. Thus, he returns without it. Did he have, was that on an article, Ronan? That he had blood on his shirt? Because I haven't read that anywhere. I didn't know this. So this is the version that he told the Caribbean police. Riibe told the police in the Caribbean countries different versions. Different versions. Okay, well, he's got different versions of what happened. What occurred after the two were seen with friends and heading to the beach. But his hometown, his teeny hometown of Rock Rapids, Iowa, with his southern South Dakota and in southern South Dakota, from where his family hails, no one is buying that he could have hurt the 20-year-old Indian national. His aunt, Teresa Riibe, said, he's a great kid. He wouldn't hurt a fly. And then the next door neighbor said, I bet my life on it. Josh didn't hurt that girl. I've known Josh since he was a young boy, she added. There is no way he would have harmed her or have anything to do with her disappearance. But see, look at how these tabloids are. Powerfully built, Riibe was a wrestler who made the Iowa State Championship in high school. He also played guard in his high school football team and competed in shot put for track and field. Wow. Okay, so he's named a person of interest. Doesn't mean he's been charged. He's just been named as a person of interest. Okay. So, well, what do we make of this? So one version of events told the cops that he and Sudiksha went into the sea and were swept away by a wave. He also told them that he felt sick, so got out of the water and went back to his hotel room. The former wrestler also said he fell asleep on the beach. So there's multiple events. The other story Riibe told the authorities was he saw Sudiksha walking along the beach with the water up to her knees in the direction to where she left her cover-up on a lounge chair. Riibe was caught on camera returning to the room at 9:55 barefoot without his shirt. This is him. Man, they got that picture straight out of that yearbook. This is him. And this is him when they were looking for her. He has changed his story about what happened that night, authorities said. Jansen Sanchez, a civil defense spokesperson in the DR, said, according to the boy who was with her, the wave swept her away, but that is under police investigation. So, and the president of the Dominican Republic told reporters Monday, we were concerned. The latest information we have from one of them, from the last person, was who was with the young woman. What he says, according to the report, is that a wave while on the beach crashed onto them or into them. So Sudiksha's friends left for an excursion the following day, returned around 4 p.m. So the friends left and they hadn't seen her, and then they returned 4 p.m. When they realized their friend hadn't returned, they notified hotel staff and the authorities, who launched a subsequent search. So Riibe is a senior at St. Cloud State University in Minnesota. His uncle, Richard, told the Daily Mail that he had a girlfriend at the school 65 miles north of Minneapolis. Josh and his family have lived next door to us for several years. There's no way he could have harmed her and have anything to do with his disappearance. I'm in total shock. He's a good friend of my son's growing up. He's a super good kid. If he was drunk, as I read, that was not the smartest thing to do, but he is in college on spring break. So he's being described as friendly and a good student. There's no way he would have hurt a girl. Man, who is this? This is mom and dad. They blasted the parents there. Lord have mercy. And that's their house. Oh my God, they put their house up on Front Street too. Oh my God, guys. They did the most. They did the most. And that's him. What do you guys think? They shouldn't be going after the family. Do you think they both got hit by a wave? Being drunk, he made it to a chair and threw up the water, passed out and snapped out of it. Drunk, not realizing she didn't make it out. If that is the case, he's changed the story a couple times, right? I'll be honest, I'm having a doubt right now, but our justice system tells us that we are innocent until proven guilty. Aduko, I think the problem is that it's not in the States, right? This is in the DR. So what is that going to look like, right? Like if they have enough to say, I mean, at this point, everything is other than a picture and him being the last person that saw her. What else do we have to say that he actually did something to her? We don't have anything else, honestly. It's very sketch that he's changed his story a couple times, to be quite honest. Very sketch. Very, very sketch. But maybe he's like feeling that, if he says the wrong thing, he might get in trouble. Or maybe he didn't do anything. Maybe there was nothing and he literally, I don't know, maybe she just drowned or something else happened. Her bathing suit was found on like one of the chairs or something. Did this guy get any legal advice from Casey Anthony, the legal advocate? Lord, wouldn't he notice her swimsuit was still there when he woke up? I don't know. And they said it was like the brown one. So yeah, like she's a beautiful girl. They said it's the brown one, right? So that brown one is a 2-piece unless she had a 1-piece. So what part of the bathing suit did she take out? Like, did she not have a top? I'm confused by this. They're going to keep it covered. See, is it a cover up or a swimming? I don't know. That's the question that I have. If you read the reports, and we read them, is that they found her bathing suit. Let me see if I can find it. And there's pictures of her with this brown bathing suit. Hold up. Let me see if I can. Bathing suit. I don't want to make up stuff. Okay, here it is. So this is the brown bathing suit that she was wearing when she vanished. They're saying that they found the bathing suit in one of the chairs. Okay? So unless she had another brown bathing suit, unless there was another part to this, I don't know. Kind of makes you wonder what is the deal with this, but we'll keep talking as things are developing, okay? Because we definitely got to get into it. Yeah, he's pre-med. I think they both are. I think they're both pre-med. Oh yes, definitely. The truth always stays the same. It's not here. We have to move on. So I'll keep you guys updated if there's anything else on that other developing story with Sudiksha Konanki. The truth never lies. That's true. Never lies. Yo, okay. To my surprise, and literally my surprise, okay? We talked about this situation yesterday. Yeah, like a sarong. Thank you for saying this. Thank you. we have to talk about this, you guys, because it's really tripping me out. All right. And now it's like more confirmation out there, right? So you have the Ghost Adventures guy, right? He gets married. He has a wife by the name of Victoria Goodwin. This is Erin Goodwin, right? Victoria Goodwin gets arrested because apparently she's been messaging a man who is currently incarcerated, right? I didn't know who the man was. I'm thinking it's just a regular schmegular man, whatever, who's incarcerated, and she is talking to him. Well, no, it's not just a regular guy, guys. She was talking and plotting the murder of Erin Goodwin with Grant Amato. Grant Amato is from Florida. Okay. Grant Amato's from Florida. He had this horrible porn addiction. He was messaging with the woman who's from like Bulgaria. Her name is Sylvia. And was, I don't know, paying for her things. Like he was infatuated with this woman, right? The family gets a little concerned with him. They start like, we need to get him in rehab for his porn addiction. You know, we need to set him straight, yada, yada, yada. And I don't know, I guess Grant didn't want to have any of that. He decides to murder his father, his mother, and his brother. He decided to stage it as a murder-suicide to make it look like his brother killed the mother and the father. When he killed his father, he decided that it would be okay to use his father's banking app, use his father's fingerprint on that banking app to take out money, okay? And pay for Sylvia, the porn star, okay? Authorities find out, of course, because, you know, these people have to be places and whatnot. And they find these three people murdered in this home. Of course, they don't see Grant. They find Grant because he took his Honda Accord or whatever. And then even after showing Grant Amato the pictures of everything that he had done, like all the murders that he had committed, Grant has like no remorse. Okay. Well, now fast forward to 2025. This month, March 2025, we find out that Victoria Goodwin has been communicating with somebody behind bars. And the person who she's been communicating and plotting the murder of Erin Goodwin is none other than Grant Amato. Mm-hmm. You cannot make this story up. Okay? The same woman who said, am I a good person? Like, I need to get rid of him, but I don't want to get divorced. Am I a good person? It's the same person who said that. I'm sorry, you cannot, like, out of all the people, because I'm thinking if she's messaging an inmate, you know, it could just be somebody who's like, I don't know, somebody behind bars. Yes, there are messages. This was not on my bingo card. No, it wasn't. His wife really tried to have him whacked, and the person she was trying to use was Grant Amato, the well-known guy. By the way, Grant Amato was a nursing student too, for those that don't know. So nursing student. It's crazy, y'all. Anyways, so I did a video about this earlier today. Make sure you guys go check it out where I broke it down a little bit more and I tell you more about Grant Amato. But the wife of the Ghost Adventure star, Erin Goodwin, is accused of conspiring to hire a hitman to kill her husband of 2 years. They've only been married for 2 years. So according to court records, the 32-year-old Victoria Goodwin was taken into custody last week in Clark County, Nevada on charges of solicitation to commit murder and conspiracy to murder. Authorities say that Victoria communicated with the Florida inmate last year. She's been talking to Grant since October 2024, plotting the death of Erin Goodwin. She's only been married for 2 years. Okay, keep that in mind. She set aside and offered to pay $11,500 for the murder to hire plot. And this is, I guess they obtained documents on this. Court documents identified the inmate as Grant Amato, whose ID was confirmed with the Florida Department of Corrections. Now, why isn't Grant Amato also like charged with this? Because for those, I would think that you're conspiring. And the only reason why people found out was because a correctional officer happened to be doing checks right then and there. And that happened. Thank you. I'm just going to say that. Crazy, right? Rosa from Jersey says, if they believe in ghosts, she's not afraid. He's going to haunt her. Yo, and then she tried to have him off where he was working, where he was filming. She was giving information, like literally, Rosa, giving information about where he was working and his schedule, and saying, I'm so impatient. I want him to be gone. And then the audacity to then say, oh, it was a mistake. Like, because this is how you talk to people, right? You offer people to off your spouse. She made the deal. Mm-hmm. She offered to pay $2,500 up front. Yep. Yeah. So let me keep going. So Amato is serving a life sentence for the murder of his parents and brothers. Amato murdered his family after an argument over his obsession with the webcam model, which has caused turmoil in the family for months. And I mean, they really tried to get this guy help. The family. So he stole money from the family to pay this webcam model. He also stole money from an aunt who they had sent him away to his aunt to go live with. And he stole money from her for this webcam model. I mean, this webcam model was also like making bank with her. So this is a very well documented case that was happening out of Florida. And literally, you cannot make this up. Look at this. He posted this 135 weeks ago. This is when they got married. They got married at like the Disney's Haunted Mansion or something. It finally happened. We got married after postponing many times due to COVID. And people are commenting, it breaks my heart. Somebody said, fuck that bitch. Oh my God. Yo, look at the people in the comments. What do you do? What do you do? Put it on the job? I know, right? She did. She offered a down payment to have him murdered. People are reacting in the comments like, fuck that bitch. Okay, here's my question. Did she know who she was talking to? Did she know she was talking to Grant Amato? That's what I want to know. Did she know she was talking to Grant Amato when she made the offer and she did all this? Did she know this? What happened? What made her just want to say, yeah, this is what I want to do? I want to know. And it looks like only got found out because they found his phone. Yeah, the correctional officer found the phone. Okay. That's how they found out. So anyways, I break this whole situation down over here on a video that I just did and that I want y'all to go watch. Give it a like, give it a watch, okay? And that tells you, I mean, literally, I was able to get the interrogation of this.
Did you leave the house with your brother Cody looking like that? Or did you leave the house with your father looking like that? Or your mother? Is that how you left your family?
Victoria Goodwin. Yep. Okay. That's who she hired, y'all. Like, that's crazy, right? I know down payment was you. I mean, I guess they ask you, Stacey, they ask you for that down payment. They say, hey, give me a down payment or something like that. That's what they do. Crazy, huh? The new pair as you go hit plan, right? It's crazy, man. Murder on layaway. Yep. There's financing options for hitmen, I guess. I don't know. There's reward points and credit points, I guess. I don't know. It's crazy. But anyways, guys, I'm going to let you go after pay for murder. No, stop. Pay as you go hit plan. Stop. That's horrible, though. I have a lot of questions, though. Did she know? Layaway? They don't do layaway anymore, do they? No such thing. Not for murder. I'm talking about in general. There's no more layaway. I think they got rid of layaway a long time ago, for whatever reason. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna let y'all go because I gotta go and tend to baby bunny. Do me a favor, and I know, right, Steeler Princess. Hopefully, she has a high credit score. Something, girl. Do me a favor, guys. Clear pay. No, not clear pay. Stop. Y'all are crazy. Okay, let me shout out some people. First of all, Chrissy, thank you. Aya Vamos, thank you. Didi, Morris, thank you, guys. Claire, the Duck, thank you. Y'all are amazing. Ronnie, Rosa, thank you for supporting. Y'all are amazing. I'm gonna let you guys go because I gotta go tend to baby bunny. I don't know if I'll be able to do a live in the morning tomorrow because I'm gonna be busy again, but I'll probably do a pre-recorded. So do me a favor, hit the like button. It is free. You guys have a great night, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Bye.